Good morning. It's Thursday, April the 23rd, and you're watching AGORACOM Small Cap News TV. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show, bringing you the best press releases and halts at the open so that you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. As always, I've got a great show lined up for you this morning. I've got 6 great press releases, 3 from the Canadian side, 3 from the US side, no halts to report on at this time. So without any further ado, let's get down to business. Our lead story comes from a company called International Tower Hill Mines. They trade on the venture under the symbol ITH. They also trade on the New York Stock Exchange Alternext under the symbol THM, and also on the Amex under the symbol THM. Now, the company is announcing results from 15 additional holes from the 2009 Winter Resource Exploration Program on the Living Good Gold Project, which is located in Alaska. Some pretty good highlights coming from the company this morning. We've got hole number 119, which returned 60 meters at 2.2 grams per ton of gold, and included within that we've got 9.2 meters of 8.3 grams per ton of gold, so great concentrate there. We've got hole number 120, which returned 46 meters of 2.1 grams per ton of gold. And finally, I've got hole number 123, which returned 160 meters of 1 gram per ton of gold. And included within that, we've got 12 meters of 2 grams per ton of gold. So it looks like pretty substantial numbers coming out of International Tower Hill. A little bit about the company. The resource exploration company focused in Alaska and Nevada, which controls a number of exploration projects representing a spectrum of early stage to advanced multi-million ounce gold discoveries at Living Good. Company is last at $2.94, 52-week high of $3.30, low of $1.07, and a market cap of approximately $140 million. Moving on to Freewest Resources, they trade on the TSX Venture under the symbol FWR. Disclaimer time, they aren't a AGORACOM client. However, as always, the news stands on its own 2 feet. There's a lot of interest in the Ring of Fire these days. There's a lot of chromite being proven up. This is no exception. Now, Freewest is announcing ground geophysics which support a 1.1 kilometer strike length for their Big Daddy chromite deposit, which is in the James Bay lowland of Ontario, also known as the Ring of Fire. Now, highlights from the press release include magnetic and gravimetric ground surveys for which infer additional 700 meter strike length to the Big Daddy chrome deposit. The partners plan on drilling in 2009 and 2010 season. And finally, the NI 43-101 report was filed on CEDAR. So we're expecting big things coming out of Freewest to continue to prove up the chromite resource. A little bit about the company. They're a well-financed mineral exploration company with over $6 million in working capital. That's a rarity these days. A lot of resource companies are not cashed up. It is also actively exploring for gold, base metals, and chromite within eastern Canada. Company is last at 30 cents, 52-week high of 35 cents, low of 12 cents, and the market cap of approximately $58 million. Moving on to GuestLogix, it trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol GXI. The company is reporting results for the first quarter ended February 28th, 2009. The company is an provides onboard retail solutions to the airline industry. Now, some highlights coming from the company. Q1 09 financial highlights. Revenues increased 185% to $4 million. We've got the company achieved EBITDA of $800,000, and that's up from $90,000 in the previous year. And cash equivalents, included restricted cash of $4.3 million was on hand. A little bit about the company. They're a provider of onboard retail technology and solutions to the passenger travel industry. Company is last at 71 cents, 52-week high of $1.50, low of 30 cents, market cap of approximately $34 million. Now, moving over to the U.S. China Yongxin Pharmaceuticals. They trade on the bulletin board under the symbol CYXN. They're a manufacturer, distributor, and retailer of pharmaceuticals in northern China. They're announcing their financial results for the year ended December 31st, 2008. We got some pretty big numbers coming out of the company. 2008 revenues increased 23% to $59 million. Gross profit margin was increased to 20%. Net income increased 13.7% to $4.1 million with diluted earnings per share of 13 cents. And 2008 cash flow from operations was approximately $5.9 million. A little bit about the company. They're one of the fastest growing pharmaceutical companies in China through its retail chain of 93 drug outlets, as well as wholesale distribution and manufacturing operations in northeastern China. They're last at 14 cents, high of 153, low of 5 cents. Market cap of approximately $4.4 million. Now, moving on, Clear Choice Health Plans. They trade on the bulletin board under the symbol CCHN. The company is announcing financial results for the year ended December 31st, 2008. Highlights from this press release include revenues in 2008 advanced 20% to $217 million. Net income rose 52% to $3.3 million. Which is equivalent to $1.83 per basic share. And income from operations improved to $5.2 million. And that's up from a loss of $4 million a year ago. A little bit about the company. They provide health insurance to individuals and businesses throughout the region. They're last at $7.50, high of $11.50, low of $7, and a market cap of approximately $13.5 million. That's a wrap for today's show. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow. We've got more great press releases and halts at the open for you.